On August 21st, 2021, the boxing world turned its eyes to Las Vegas, where the legendary Manny Pacquiao faced off against Yordenis Ugas, the Cuban Orthodox trooper, in a high-stakes WBA Super Welterweight title bout at the T-Mobile Arena. Billed as the legend versus the Olympian, it was staged as the clash between an 8-division champion at age 42 and a hungry 35-year-old former Olympian ready to prove his mettle. Originally, Pacquiao was set to fight Errol Spence Jr., but Spence was forced to withdraw days before the fight with a torn retina. Ugas, originally scheduled for a co-main event, was called up and accepted on just 11 days' notice, turning the match into a sudden shift that changed the entire game. He took on the challenge head-on. Manny Pacquiao held a record of 62-7-2 with 39 KOs and was the iconic southpaw from the Philippines, already considering retirement. In the final press conference, Pacquiao appeared respectful yet determined. "It's a good thing we can settle it down about the WBA belt. Both of us are champion," he said. Ugas was equally confident. "I've done all the work. I don't think Manny Pacquiao can knock me out," adding, "We've made adjustments, we're ready." Promoter quotes highlighted his professional background, with trainer Ismael Salas noting his Olympic experience with over 500 amateur bouts. Pacquiao attempted to assert himself early, unleashing flurries and showcasing bursts of his trademark speed. However, Ugas controlled tempo with a sharp jab and right-hand combinations, his reach and timing perfectly countering Pac's fierce attacks. He moved Pacquiao laterally, making it difficult for the southpaw to settle in. Mid-rounds, 5-8. Ugas' efficiency became the story. According to CompuBox, he landed 151 of 405 punches, an impressive 37.3%, compared to Pacquiao's 130 of 815, which translated to only 16% accuracy. His overhand right followed double jabs to the body, a damaging pattern that kept Pacquiao honest. Late rounds, 9-12. Pacquiao showed grit, pushing forward with combinations and giving the crowd moments of excitement. Yet his legs, reportedly feeling tight since round 2, hampered his movement. Ugas sensed his advantage, closing with strong body shots and crisp counters in round 12. Ugas even opened a cut above Pacquiao's left eye. Age and overtraining will do that to you. Pacquiao, long history of leg cramps. Can't beat Father Time. Another fan noted, Manny didn't have his legs last night. His age really showed up. Official verdict. At the final bell, all 3 judges saw it clear. Ugas took the win by unanimous decision, with scores of 116-112, 116-112, and 115-113. Ugas himself stated, "I'm a warrior. I felt that coming in. We had a plan. Move him and keep him off balance." Pacquiao accepted defeat, saying, "I did my best, but my best wasn't good enough." CompuBox revealed a telling contrast. Pacquiao threw more than twice as many punches but landed far fewer, highlighting Ugas' superior precision and ring IQ. ESPN's analysts predicted a close fight, but with Pacquiao's age, the result would hinge on ring movement. Fortune favored Ugas' counterpunching strategy. Bleacher Report added that Ugas' jab-body right combos won rounds decisively. His body punches landed 59.1% of the time, compared to Pac's 25.9% power punch connect rate. Pacquiao was reportedly emotional and physically spent. A viral post-fight clip showed him being spoon-fed by his wife, fueling concerns about his health and recovery. Talksport.com. In a press interview, Pacquiao admitted uncertainty about his next step. "I don't know. Let me rest first. I know I can rematch. I'll see about it." Ultimately, Pacquiao did not return to the ring, formally announcing retirement on October 13th, 2021, marking this as the final chapter of an iconic career. For Ugas, the victory was career-defining. He solidified his status as WBA Super Champ and became a target for unification opponents. His path, escaping Cuba, Olympic pedigree, turning pro in 2010, overcoming setbacks, and earning support from peers like Aroldis Chapman, underscored a story of grit and redemption. S.com. He later underwent surgery for a torn left biceps, a fighting testament that he was battling both opponents in the ring and injuries behind the scenes. This bout represented more than just a fight. It was the symbolic passing of the torch. Sports outlets described it as Pacquiao's final bow and Ugas' breakout moment. Ugas' slick defense, reach advantage, and disciplined game plan proved decisive. Pacquiao, while still fighting hard, could no longer rely on his hallmark speed and elusiveness. The evening wasn't just about the main event. It featured compelling bouts. Robert Guerrero versus Victor Ortiz. Guerrero won via unanimous decision in a 10-rounder. Reddit.com. Mark Magzio versus Julio Ceja. Magzio secured a TKO in round 10, setting him on a title contender trajectory. Carlos Castro versus Oscar Escandón. Castro triumphed in a competitive matchup. Prelims on Fox and YouTube included several rising names and introduced newcomers, each adding depth to the event. Pacquiao's next potential move was aimed at a comeback in July 2025, challenging Mario Barrios. Though opinions remain divided on whether it honors or taints his legacy, Ugas, on the other hand, was positioned for higher-stakes fights or unification bouts. The punch of an underdog story turned world-class. This fight was the dramatic finale to Manny Pacquiao's storied career, a man who had climbed through 8 weight classes and defied expectations for decades. But age, leg cramps, and the tactical brilliance of Yordenis Ugas turned the tide in favor of the underdog. Ugas became the champion through precision, discipline, and strategy. Pacquiao left the ring with dignity, sealing his legacy, but showing that even legends eventually meet time's limits.
After his defeat to Jake Paul last November, Manny Pacquiao only recently returned to the gym. When asked if his comeback was financially motivated, Pacquiao firmly denied it, explaining that he simply missed boxing and still believed he had what it takes to be a champion. Following an unsuccessful run for a Philippine Senate seat, he resumed training, and his reunion with Mike Tyson was clearly a joyful moment for both legends. Fans were thrilled to see the two icons training together, with many expressing relief that they never had to face each other in the ring. Some even suggested that Pacquiao should take on veteran fighters rather than young opponents like Mario Barrios. One supporter fondly recalled Pacquiao's victory over Keith Thurman and hoped he could pull off another incredible win. Early training footage showed signs of fatigue, but over time, Pacquiao's movements became sharper and more focused. A short video of him hitting the bag in simple workout clothes reminded fans of the relentless determination that made him an 8-division world champion. The clip quickly went viral with the caption, "The legend is back." Now, 46, and returning to the ring after nearly 4 years, Pacquiao is preparing to face 29-year-old WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19th in Las Vegas. Barrios is a high-pressure, fast-paced fighter with a sharp jab. This comeback isn't just about stepping into the ring again. It's a battle against time and age. Though critics question the decision, Pacquiao's loyal supporters remain hopeful. After all, Tyson also appeared strong in training before his match with Paul, but looked limited during the actual fight, raising concerns that Pacquiao might face a similar reality. Observers have pointed out worrying signs: low guard, reduced mobility, and quick fatigue. Real fights demand more than just a few good seconds. They require endurance and adaptability, especially against an active opponent like Barrios. Some question Pacquiao's motivation, but others argue his power hasn't faded. His career has always been about doing the impossible. In a recent interview, he admitted to feeling tightness in his legs, perhaps a sign of age catching up. But that hasn't diminished the excitement surrounding his return. Still, boxing rarely grants fairy tale endings. This fight isn't just about winning, it's about protecting a legacy. With a 17-year age gap between him and Barrios, the risk is undeniable. Even promoter Bob Arum, who once called Pacquiao the greatest fighter he's ever seen, expressed concern about the effects of time and inactivity. Unlike Tyson's exhibition-style return, Pacquiao's bout is against a real hungry champion. His camp is well aware of the challenge and has adjusted their training accordingly. One team assistant noted that they're preparing for a full 12-round fight, not counting on an early knockout. Comparisons to Tyson's comeback are inevitable. His fight with Paul, initially delayed due to health reasons, is now scheduled for November 15th. Pacquiao, meanwhile, will step back into the ring earlier for an exhibition match against Japan's Chihiro Suzuki on June 28th. When asked for his thoughts on the Tyson-Paul match, Pacquiao laughed and said, "I don't think so," implying he expects Tyson to win. A recently resurfaced photo of Pacquiao driving a car with Tyson in the passenger seat reminded fans of their decades-long friendship. Once training partners, now they're both preparing for another round in the spotlight. There's also talk of Tyson potentially facing MMA legend Fedor Emelianenko in December. Both retired champions are eyeing returns, showing that passion can outlast even the most daunting odds. Their unexpected comebacks are a testament to what drive and love for the sport can achieve. The boxing world watches with a mix of excitement, concern, and nostalgia. Whether it's the roar of a returning legend or the rise of a new contender, the ring always delivers drama, legacy, and heart. To stay on top of every jab, hook, and headline, subscribe to Boxing Battleground, your go-to source for news, analysis, and exclusive moments from the biggest names in the fight game. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep your guard up and your passion strong. Only on Boxing Battleground.